Well, the national anthems have been played, and the coaches have said hello to each other. And now they're going to go back to their players and maybe have some last-minute instructions, although for Mali, they're going to go out and get some last-minute warm-ups. The referees today from Morocco, Tunisia, and Mozambique. And Lloyd for Mali, Sidibe was very impressive coming off the bench, number 12. And we're also impressed by Balo. And as you mentioned, Tangara is without question an important player in the mix for this team. Saunera, number 4. Kant, who is wearing number 5. So starting lineup, Saunera, Wale Koulibaly, Swarata Cissé, Mohamed Tangara, and Drissa Balo. And Balo is what, 24, 23, 21?
Young. He's 19 years of age, 19. Actually, yeah. You know, this Mali team, the front line is very impressive for me. You know, they've got a number of young prospects. They came in, they played very well. And as we said, you know, they really did go toe-to-toe with Cameroon. And it'll be interesting to see. Gabon also have a good front line, and defensively they're a good team on the front line, obviously with Stefan Lasman.
Number 7, Larry Esseno Imp is an important player in the mix for them. Jason Retino and Coach Thierry Boanga will no doubt be looking for a much improved performance from Gabon. So Bundu will be in the starting lineup along with Kobangoye Ikinda, Stefan Lasma, Gil Mayimba, and Larry Sono Imva.
Surprisingly, no Abam in the starting lineup. I thought he was pretty good. He did get in foul trouble though, didn't he? So maybe
there he is,
trying to limit
Abam
him.
With that curly hair, frizzy hair, curly hair.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to limit his foul problems.
Now, you know, we know about Lasma, and Balo was sort of an introduction. You said 19 years of age, so 2 players at the different end of the age spectrum. Lasma wasn't really able to get on track at all the other day.
Well, he wasn't used. He's known as a defender. He's one of the best defenders even now still in European basketball when he's playing domestically. But, you know, for me, they've got to find a way to use him offensively as well. They need more points out of him. They need more production. But it'll be interesting to see these young prospects from Mali. Someone like Balo, who we said, really, you know, he played bit part minutes of senior basketball last year. He played primarily in the Espoirs, which is the junior competition in France for Dijon. There he had great numbers, but this is a big step going against 20-year-olds to going against Stefan Lasman on the inside.
Bongo's the coach, but we've seen him sit for much of the games. And his assistants stand up and coach. For Mali, of course, we saw Sylvain Lauti pick up a technical the other night. His team did play very well against against Cameroon, and they just sort of ran out of steam. Something that we've seen from some other teams as well. They have a great first half, and then, you know, midway through the third quarter, all of a sudden they start to drop off. Hello, everybody. You are looking live here in Tunisia. It's AfroBasket 2015, and it's day 3 of this competition. And we are starting off with a game between Gabon and Mali. Mali wearing the dark uniforms, and Gabon winning the opening tip, but already a foul has been called. think a foul has been called, or maybe it's been a free. I don't think anybody knows what's going on. You can see the expression on the face of Saunera. He didn't know. So no, in fact, I don't know what that call was.
It was against number 13, Cisse from Mali. I'm not sure.
Anyway, flying in.
And that is a positive start for Gabon. We said they struggled up for offense, and that will please them the way they started there. Great cut from him, good finish.
I don't know what the foul was on Cisse. Just been holding, but already the bright start. Oh, the over-the-head pass to his teammate. Well, they've come out all guns blazing. We didn't expect this. Kobangoye Itinda with the layup.
What an impressive start. A team which really did struggle for anything offensively, any type of rhythm. Like a different outfit in the opening minute.
Well, Bundu is involved with both plays. And now a foul coming from behind Balo, trying to get into rebounding position. It's kind of the expect the unexpected at AfroBasket. He read it well, didn't he?
We've said that some of these teams have come in underprepared. You never know. For Gabon, did they come in without a lot of preparation? And also facing Egypt in tall order. Do they see Mali as a more realistic target?
Last month, passed over to his teammate, Mayimba, as he was off target. And Cisse picked up that phantom foul earlier. And another interception. This one by Isono Imp. Alley-oop, and already Lasma has gotten himself on the scoreboard, and Gabon has looked a completely different side compared to opening night. Another look at the steal and the fast break, Lloyd, and the dunk. Timeout, Mali. This may be a classic case of Mali having played better of the two teams the other night. They certainly talked up their chances more before this game than Gabon. Maybe not respecting their opponents early enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's very interesting. As you said, AfroBasket brings all sorts of talking points. But the game for Gabon, it was a very difficult one for them. Egypt played them extremely well. Mali don't play in the same fashion. They don't get up the floor. They don't press and hound the way Egypt did.
Oh, nice coming out of the timeout. The three-pointer from Cisse.
Good score, I think, that one. Because Gabon will just grow in confidence after the struggles of the opening game. Like I said, it's a lot easier for them. You see, every pass, is pretty simple. And that's where they'll thrive offensively.
Sono Imp gets the contact. And Tangara picks up the foul. That's Tangara's first foul. And Mali's Koulibaly almost comes up with a steal. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Zone for Mali. I have to see if this is just a tactic out of bounds or if they stay in it.
And the pressure defense from Koulibaly does lead to the turnover, so Gabon.
You know they're susceptible to that, aren't they? The pressure. That's what they didn't like playing against Egypt. Egypt just really ran on them, forced that tempo, extremely aggressive defensively. And play for Mali.
From the right, and this time the shot is out, but Gabon able to corral the rebound. So Mali will maintain possession. Reach and sloppy play by
him, as much as anybody from opening day. It was absolutely fantastic, but so far he's not been at the races in this one. He's got 2 turnovers, and maybe even 3 on that pass as well. He's got to learn one performance doesn't make a player. There's a lot of time still left in this game.
Bangoye was pushed over there by Saunera, Ibrahim Saunera of Mali. One of the challenges of tournament play is that you don't get many days off. You have to practice, you have to rest. You know, it's difficult to know what you can expect from day to day, isn't it? Well, the ball was forced up, it appeared, but the follow by Osono Imp is good. So Bundu tried the jumper, it was short, and Gabon did a good job of getting to the offensive glass.
What a difference a couple of days has made to Gabon. They look like they can compete with people now. I mean, on opening day against Egypt, they looked like they were by far the worst team in this tournament. Would really struggle.
Oh, and the three-pointer from Gil Mayimba. Terrence Mayimba, the 20-year-old, bright future, 1.99 meters in height. That was anonymous the other day. The foul that time on
He was very anonymous. He didn't play. He was the one that was injured.
Oh, okay, that's why.
We highlighted him before the game. He's come as a great reputation out of high school basketball in the US. Signed for George Mason University, but has had to sit out for academic issues. So he hasn't actually played this season at all. Been at George Mason. I'm not sure of his situation and whether he'll be able to play next year. But like I say, he was a really highly rated high school recruit from the US. And maybe his introduction has changed Gabon, because I just can't sort of express how different they look, in this first few minutes here.
Another long jump shot.
I was going to say, one thing they've got to do is guard that action. That stagger screen along the baseline is twice they've caused problems.
Look at him get to the rack, though. He misses, but he sure looked good getting there. Mayimba. Looks like their best player in the team.
He is rated. He was the stud recruit for George Mason.
Oh, what a terrific block by Lassner there. And brings it up the floor.
In the corner. And they didn't find him.
Lassner puts up a three. Someone came in for the board. Now, Molly. What did she say? Sidibe checks into the game, number 12. And Tangara goes up and draws the foul.
It's good offense from Mali, though, isn't it? A lot better. Forceful, purposeful. They got it to the inside. Cross-court pass. Back again into Tangara. He is traditionally been one of their stronger players in these last few AfroBaskets. Blocked. That's some great camera work.
It was interesting the last trip down when Lassner tried that three. We didn't see him get involved in the offense at all in the first half, so he must have heard about it. Second free throw's good.
I mean, just that action, the pick and pop was more forceful than anything he did on opening day. He didn't really touch the ball at all of the first half last game.
Well, he gets it in there and earns a trip to the free throw line. And Sidibe and Balo had foul trouble the other day, especially Sidibe. He fouled out. And here he is picking up the foul. He just needs to extend those arms straight up, doesn't he?
Yeah, he just didn't quite have that position before the contact was made. It's a tough ask for him, isn't it? 20 years old. And against the veteran present. Arguably one of the best ever Nigerian players, Nigerian
Gabonese.
African players.
Okay.
Well, African and from the whole continent, There's probably not many that have had better professional careers than this man right here.
Second one is good as well. Now here's Obama, who replacing Lassner. Obama's come into the game, so see if he keeps up with the same energy. Sono M just kind of lost control of it. It is remarkable, though, the whole appearance of Mayimba. How he plays, his build, everything. He's a huge talent.
Absolutely. Physically very impressive. See how that experience.
Rebound, and again, Tangara gets it. So he's been active so far for Mali. Mongolia picks up the foul. In fact, it was Sidibe that picked up the foul. He's at the line. No, it was Tangara.
Yeah.
They showed Sidibe up ahead. That's on the end. Now he's about to get back on D there.
On the zone, out of bounds. For Mali, turned it over last time, Gabon.
Drive. He was challenging. They would knock that down on the drive. Now inside. And offensive foul called against Gabon. Gabon are going to call a timeout. So as you look at the foul that was called, both teams retreat to the bench. Could be Mayimba could be a 40-minute player today. On the evidence that we've seen, seems to be a revelation every day here. He's the early candidate.
We come into the game thinking, Mali played exceptionally well but lost. Gabon had played really exceptionally badly and lost in opening day. So you're thinking Mali will get themselves on track here. The young prospects on the inside, it'll be a really good game for them. You didn't really give Gabon a lot of hope. Again, you just can't express how different they are. Obviously, the introduction of Mayimba, we highlighted him before the game, of the opening game. Obviously didn't play through a little nick, but now, I don't know whether it's him coming into the lineup or what it is, but it's just a completely different perspective from Gabon. Everything they're doing looks positive. Everything they're doing looks confident. And against Egypt, like we said, the style of Egypt's game really did just take Gabon apart. They couldn't do anything against it. They turned the ball over. They gave up a lot of points. They gave up rebounds. Offensively, they just really struggled to get anything going.
And you saw in that graphic that already Gabon have 9 points. 9 of their 13 points have come off of Mali turnovers. So Mali need to do a little bit better job of looking after the ball. That said, Mali down by just a 3-pointer right now, so Gabon are going to have to sustain this.
Smaller lineup now for Mali. Mohamed Bar is in, replaces Tangara, just picked up his second foul. So we talked of the strength of Mali's front court, but Tangara's out with fouls, and Ballo's been a shadow of his performance in the first game.
There's almost a turnover there. Tries to create, nope, he gets it over to his shot. Bundu gives it back to a bomb, but it goes out of bounds. Bundu had plenty of time to catch it and shoot it, and he's looking at the point guard to say, is it the only shot clock you should have shot? I think that might be with Bundu on that one. Well, from the wing where they've hit some threes, not that time. Look at Mayimba. Just a little bit out of control.
Tried to do too much, didn't he? Great push. That's where we talked of the experience. Technically is a very impressive player. handles it, shoots it, finishes, but you know, the decision making is such a vital ingredient of making a basketball player. And it's one of those situations where he's just got to stop around the elbow, maybe take the shot, or at least make another move right there.
Cisse from long range. There's a rebound and the foul. So Mohamed Ba crashes the boards and earns a trip to the line. The foul was picked up by Freddie Obam, so he's come in as the reserve. He looks a little bit sleepy, actually. Maybe that's why he didn't start today. Now back to a one-point game. Full-court press. Felt like that might have been an over and back violation. Back outside, and Kobangoye misses, and crashing the boards. Esono wins, and that was big time.
Perfect offense from Gabon. They got into the high post against the zone. A great kick out, the right shot, and a three-point shot from the wing. And what you've got to do against the zone, you know you're going to have to beat it from the outside a lot. So rebounding is vital. Effort like this from Enzava, brilliant work from him. Both teams using a zone now. We've seen first two days, cross game zones have really just changed it. So it'll be interesting to see if either of these teams can really capitalize.
The free throw is no good. 7 minutes in the game. Cisse. Oh, another steal by Bundu. He takes it all the way and puts it up and in. Looks like he may have injured his left foot a little bit there. Aggravated an injury. Back to his three-point range. Now from the wing. And a foul called inside on Obam. So Obam picks up his second foul. Cisse is going to come out and be replaced by Mongoro. Oh, you got to be careful putting the ball on the ground when Bundu is around there. You see he kind of pulls up lane. No complaints with his effort so far today.
He's a client. I mean, statistics sometimes, you know, the picture can be a bit distorted. But in the game against Egypt, the plus-minus, so the score when he was on the floor alone, minus 45.
Wow.
He was. I don't think I've ever seen a score like that. You know, and that shows you how badly he really played. And he's kind of summed up Gabon, really. Now he's such a positive being on the floor, giving a couple of really good plays for his team.
It fell down there, but gets up. Now Bundu thinks about it, passes. He passes inside to Basma, but Mali do a good job, and Ba comes up with a steal.
It's a poor pass. The right look, but the pass went to Lasma's right hand. If it had gone to his left, it would have been 2 points. If he catches it that deep, he's just going to turn and make a little jump hook. So the pass needs to be a little bit better against the zone there for Gabon.
The traveling gives it back to Gabon.
Man for Mali.
Miemba spins, gets in the lane, puts it up, and draws the foul.
Woo. Mali, that situation, you can't allow him to go one-on-one, because we've said, I mean, he's an incredible athlete. He's got a lot of skills. Look at this. You know, there's no help at all. So he's just taking his man one-on-one, and in that situation, he'll score a lot. You've got to make him a thinker. So, you know, help. Make him make a play, you know. Are you going to help and see if he can pass it out? Or are you going to pretend to help and stay with your man to see if that catches him unaware? If you let this young man go one-on-one, he's going to have a big evening.
Well, he looks like he's got the skills to where he can break some people down. Give him another one. Nope. coach the shot from Koulibaly to a 1-point game. From the right, shot, and he's out of bounds, and it will remain with Gabon. Good fortune that time. Looks like Mali stepping up the D just a little. Gets inside. Oh, and this time Mayima gets blocked. But Sidibe has to accept the foul.
The passing that time from Gabon, very good indeed. You love a bounce pass. Look at that one. That's the one from last minute, but the other pass was the entry to last minute on the high post. That was also a tough one. And before, previously they tried to get it to last minute and the low post turned it over. This time, better pass, 2 shots.
Had another one. Koulibaly from long range. The offensive rebound. And again, Gabon scrapping now, trying to get it back into, as well as who else is on the ground there? Ba. So the jump ball possession arrow will go in favor of Mali. Kodango is getting a lot of minutes here today, and Bundu is going to get a well-deserved rest. So Chicago will be the point for the rest of this quarter. Right at the buzzer, and rebound by Lasky. Hands it over to Sonu Imp. He gets in lane, very strong, and draws the foul.
Quick move. He's an undersized 4 in this lineup. And that's the advantage he has. He's so quick, but luckily defensively, he's strong and he can hold position in the low post, using this zone as well. Helps to have him. He can get out to the perimeter, guard people, and rebound as well. And that's what he's got to try and find the room. Go one-on-one.
Well, at the free throw line today, Gabon just 3 of 7. So they've missed a few, whereas Mali were perfect 8 of 8. So now 4 of 8. And that one is good as well. So it's up to a 4-point lead. 34 seconds to go in the quarter. Drives baseline, back outside the count. And then the Brewer loses it. And we'll see if Gabon holds it for 1 or if they go all the way. Sono Inf, though, gets it inside and travels. And that's where you got to know the situation. Perhaps pull it out, take the last shot. I guess they felt like they might get something in transition, but
yeah, it was a good opportunity. I mean, he called it foul line. It was one dribble. It's always a difficult one. He had a good lane.
Final 8 seconds. Oh, Bongoro almost traveled. The offensive rebound and the putback no good. So Gabon, having started very well, lead 20-16 at the end of the first quarter. statistically, been a tough shooting night so far for Mali. Just 1 of 7 inside the arc, 2 of 7 beyond it. But it'll be interesting to see turnovers. Gabon had 6 steals, and that's led to a lot of their scoring. Mali had 9 first quarter turnovers.
C'est qui défend sur le rouquin là, celui qui est intérieur là, hein, 14, il rentre dans la raquette, celui qui défend dessus rentre dans la raquette, ok? Allez, on y va les garçons, hein. On sort le coup la poitrine.
Well, really, it's the young guys that are pretty interesting in this game. We expected a big game from Ballo, the big center from Mali, just 19 years of age, but he's had a rough start. And maybe you can expect that some inconsistency from the youth. Sidibe has played more minutes, another center, he's 20, and 20-year-old Terrence Mayimba has really been exciting to watch. That man right there, Bundu, the point guard of Gabon, has been exceptional compared to his opening day performance.
I mean, Gabon, every player, really you could say they've been exceptional in comparison to their opening day performance, but nothing's as we expected really. We talked about, before the show, before this game, the front line of Mali, how productive they were, how they're getting everything. But in this game, the zone of Gabon has just taken that away. And also poor play by the front line. Tangara, Ballo, Sidibe, they haven't really done anything in that first quarter at all. And they were the staple for the Mali performance against Cameroon. Mali have had to go to the outside and haven't played particularly well yet because of that.
Well, that was a bad turnover there at the start of the second quarter, but then Mali threw it out of bounds. Gabon did a good job of trapping right there on the sideline. So handles it well for a power forward. Hands it off to teammate Kobangoye. Kobangoye shakes and bakes. Gives it to Asma. And back to Kobangoye for 3. And back outside. Another 3-pointer on the end. And instead of putting it on the ground and going around Jambo, he took a tough shot.
And that's, for me, the first 3 wasn't a bad option. Like I said, against the zone often, you have to take a lot of threes to beat it. Teams will pack in the inside. So taking the 3 isn't the problem, especially when they have great presence on the glass. But then the second one is settled. As you say, some of them is so good at getting to the ring. I'm not sure why he wouldn't try and do that.
Count, looks for some space. And outside, 3-pointer falls right at the shot clock buzzer from Wally Koulibaly. Now Lasma puts up the jumper and draws the foul from Ba. 21-year-old Ba makes a mistake.
Here's another one. Young, plays college basketball in the US, showing his lack of experience. 21 years of age, played 2 years at the University of Drexel. Had great minutes last year for Drexel. Started every game. A team which is, plays in a tough conference in the Colonial Athletic Association, but it's going to be smarter than fouling that jump shooter.
So Lasma gets that 3 points right back. And then Kobangoye with the trip, or again, it's one of these, who is the foul? It is indeed on Kobangoye.
Unlucky there. The 2 Mali players ran into each other. It's kind of inadvertent passenger. Look at this one.
A lot more pressure and almost a steal for Gabon, but a foul. Mayimba has come back into the game for Kobangoye. The foul was on Bundu. He's come back in as well. And he goes, and Bongoro just lost the ball out of bounds. Otherwise, he would have possibly had a basket.
Very young Mali team on the floor. And the only experienced heads.
Bundu explodes to the basket again and gives it to his own room.
From him.
There he is. That's what he likes to do. Follows the shot. Fading away. Good fighting for the ball, but foul. Turns it back over to Mali. So Mapaga thought he had the ball.
It's all about decisions, isn't it? The first drive was good, and then Kenneth gets the rebound. Maybe he's just got to take a dribble, steady himself, get that balance, or throw it back out again because they have the reset. The first move was a good one. So both teams really showing inexperience. Only their younger players. Gabon playing for the first time at this level.
Bongoro to the right wing for a three. No good from Koulibaly. Up ahead. And Mayimba. Oh! So he's okay. Collided with his teammate. From last one.
No need for the pass, though. Yeah, you want to run, get out in transition, but the action here is losing that.
His body's going to risk it by going up against him. He's going to hand it off to Koulibaly, and Lasma then blocks him. But then a good play by Bongoro. Puts up a three. Good! Well, it was costly.
Mistake after mistake here for Gabon. We knew they struggled against pressure, and it's starting to take its toll again.
So this is important now for Bundu to kind of stabilize things for Gabon.
Good stretch in the game. Gabon, we've seen with so many teams, have played well.
That's off to the left.
Quick shots. Turnovers are becoming a problem. Good timeout coming from Gabon.
Bongoro left open, and they dodged the bullet. It's easy to see where Gabon's strengths are. It's, their penetration and going strong to the basket.
It's just so slow now.
And the steal, the turnover by Makimba. And now the dunk up ahead for Mali. So Mapaga's turnover was costly because Mali turned it into a fast break dunk to take their first lead of the game.
The young team from Mali getting out in transition, playing that energetic defense has changed this game. And for Gabon, it's gone back almost to day one, hasn't it? The offense is stagnant. Everybody's standing still. They're kind of looking for answers, almost like they're not sure of what they should be doing. At the start of this game, completely different team. Every set they ran was with purpose. They knew where to go, how they were going to get shots. Now you can see players asking questions of each other. Mali, great confidence really from Coach Sivian to go deep into his bench. Players we didn't see a lot of in the game against Cameroon have come on and made an impression. Ibrahim Jambo, he only played 15 minutes in that game. He's come out, he's played really well. Mohamed Bar played about 15 minutes as well. Excuse me, 8 minutes in opening night. But he's come out and made a real impression. And Boubacar Mangoro, he played 19 minutes, so only had 6 points. Today though, he's hit the three, he's got the dunk, he's done a bit of everything.
So back to live action. Jason Retina has come into the game slowly but surely. Finally gets down court. And offensive rebound by Mayimba. Now Bundu is going to put up a three. It's good!
Needed basket there from Mali. Great work on the glass. That's what got them that second chance.
Controlled by T. Gabon. Mongoro. Scored on the breakaway dunk. That almost kind of falls over, but gets to his teammate. And Cisse, who's hit a couple already, hits a third three-pointer. On that very spot. That's his favorite place on the court, offensively anyway. Now Mayimba for three. And that allows Mali to get out on the break. Mongoro. And ball goes through the hands of Gabon. He gets it back. Bundu puts up a little runner. Good second effort there by Retino. Gabon's going to get in, hand it off to Retino, and ends up being tied up.
It's a shame for Gabon because Obama did the right thing. He didn't rush it, took his time, dribble or so into the paint and threw a beautiful pass.
As you say now.
Out of control from both teams.
Yeah, I think the problem with Retino is he just doesn't move that fast. Another three-pointer from Cisse in the same spot, but this time he had a hand in his face, but Trant comes up and steals the ball from Mayimba. And then Mayimba's quick enough to get his hands on the ball.
You said Retino doesn't move very fast. He's got to recognize if he's on that side of the zone, you know, they've run that same screen action a number of times. There you see he was too late to react and gave away the open shot.
Wow, Cisse got really lucky. He fumbled the inbounds pass to his teammate. Jumbo tries to score inside. And now foul. I think it's on Obama.
Oh, just with tenacity on the glass. Obama was an energizer in the first day, but he hasn't really provided that at all, has he? Watch this. Barr just jumps right past him.
Barr. A little bit short. It's a relief to see Gabon come out and make a game out of this because it didn't seem possible after their opening day performance, did it? Up ahead it goes to Makamba, but Papaga and can't catch it, but then was fouled by Jambo.
Oh, I think it's the other way around.
Was it on Mapaga?
Yeah. They just didn't know Jambo was standing there, did they? They threw it long. Even Mapaga didn't know that Jambo was there and ran straight into him.
Lunch has arrived. Jambo's an interesting looking player, isn't he? He's very long.
He's someone we didn't really see in that first game, did we?
Well, I seem to remember him making a very athletic play. I can't remember which one it was. He's just 23.
Yep. He's another player. Didn't play last year. Transferred from Clemson University. All of these young prospects in the United States system. Extra next year.
And Cisse fouled as he brings the ball across the court. And you can kind of see, really, with Mongoro out there, how good he is. You've got to be alert when he's around the ball because he's wreaking havoc. But Gabon, some of their guys coming off the bench are letting them down, really. They've had the great start. Now,
it's been the story of AfroBasket. You know, the strength and depth of teams. Those teams that have it and those teams that don't really. Teams that have it seem to have come from behind. They're the favourites going in, and the other teams, as well as they play, very few of them have been able to put together a 40-minute performance. Gabon, great start. Now, just see that lead eking out for Mali. And these 4 minutes will be important. They want to stay within touching distance, Gabon, here before the half. Nas needs to come back in. He's been out for a few minutes now. Still with his presence.
Pass out to Bundu. Turns and offensive foul has been called on Retino.
He led with the elbow. It's a pretty good call if you saw a replay. Double team on the baseline. You see
yeah, he lifted it up. He lifted it, didn't he?
Speaking of depth, what depth for Mali on the front line of young prospects?
Yeah, I mean, Barlow's the forgotten man.
Yeah, well, Barlow and Sidibe, who were so good against Cameroon.
As well as Tangara.
Yeah, they just haven't seen any action because Bar and Jambo have just been so good here.
Hands it off, and Jambo! True to his name, goes up for a Jambo. And he's got another one coming. Wow.
Jambo will be putting that one on social media tonight. This is me, Awan on us. Wow.
He's already put it on a poster.
Very impressive finish.
Yeah, you're right though, Lloyd. Right now, it is like time to turn things around for Gabon, or else this thing could get ugly real quickly.
Yeah.
The way Mali are playing.
And look at the offense. Everybody just standing around. One guy going one-on-one.
Good shot from Ngong is at the back of the rim and over the backboard.
We've got some guys that can reach that.
Oh, wait. I'm not sure I've ever seen that before. Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You are a basketball coach, so.
It'll be interesting to see someone jump and get it. That's something I haven't seen before.
There you go. If the late minute bowler here, he would just reach up and tap it away. 7-point lead right now. Look at this. That basket has been getting involved, hasn't it? It lowered yesterday after it's dunked.
It's had some TV time.
Still it's inside, passes back, and oh, they're going to call the foul on Bob. I thought they were going to call the foul on Ndong.
I think he just used the off arm to hold off
to shield him.
Yeah, as he grabbed the ball. For Gabon now, they're just got to get better movement.
Watch this.
Yeah, maybe not. Gabon just need to move better. At the moment, it's one guy with the ball pounding the air out of it. Everybody else standing still. And something that gives the ball moving, gets people moving. So you see it again. A lot of pressure. The way to beat the pressure is to pass the ball.
He's doing a good job on Bundu. Seno in, drives in. Oh, that was a good move. Just couldn't finish.
The dribble to pass ratio though. 2 passes, 40 dribbles to get the ball off the floor.
This is it, chases it down. Jambo gets in, flies in, a little bit out of control, but trying to beat the shot clock. And 2 shots awarded to Mali.
That's the 4th foul on that.
Wow. Yes, it is indeed. What was the coach doing having him out there? I've seen that happen twice.
That's the conversation.
Could be the first time he's ever picked up 4 fouls in the first half. But you have to fault the coach for having him out there, really. I have to say, it went unnoticed by me that he picked up 3 fouls, but they've got all kinds of foul trouble now.
He picked up 2 really quickly. The last 2 have been called against him.
Gabon has 3. Mapaga has 3, and Kobengoya also has 3. So I guess in a way, if all you guys have fouls, you have to play somebody. Gets it, draws the foul going up.
The best player is the one you make sure doesn't foul out because you're going to want him late on.
Mayimba hasn't been in the game for a while. He's got one foul. And Retino misses. Yeah, it really is. You know, Gabon really for the first 8 minutes of the game looked like they had the makings of a team that could go on and win this thing, but really they have just been out. What would you say? Hustled, physical, everything.
They just haven't been able to continue with the strong start. And again, that's perhaps the experience of the team playing at this level for a long period of time.
Mongoro could very well be the most impressive player in this team. He's been high energy.
He's in Spain. Mongoro. He's owned by Fuenlabrada and playing the ACB. He actually plays for their second team, Getafe, in the Le Plata League. It's the third tier of Spanish basketball. He declared for the 2014 NBA draft, actually. He had a good year for Getafe, averaging 8 points and 2.5 rebounds.
Out of bounds off the ball.
It's just another of those mistakes that just add up and add up. An offensive rebound. And then you allow the baseline out of bounds to just get it straight into the paint.
So Jambo, his athleticism. He's putting that on show right now. Yeah, and he got fouled without question from a Sono in. I don't know what you do really if you're Gabon at this stage, because you had the solid platform. Maybe hope that the other team loses its concentration. So it looks like they'll wait.
It's all about the offense, isn't it? Doing a very good job. They've got 5 players back in the same half. Against pressure, you want to send at least one guy, possibly 2 long, because it means the defenders have to go as well. If you hang back, the defender gets to hang and take away the space.
Recano. He's able to get it across mid-court now. Bundu's hit a 3 from there already. And that was off the front of the rim. Now quickly up to Mongoro for another dunk. Boy, like Grease Lightning. They got the floor quickly. 12-point advantage. And Jambo just takes it away from him as he goes up to the 3. Mali just looked completely different as well from how they started this game. Comp into the corner to Mongoro for 3. Well, Mongoro is having himself a big game. 10 points for him.
Defense just so naive from Gabon in that situation. Didn't go under the screen. Help a long way off Mongoro, who we know is a good shooter.
So register the points on the scoreboard. And that's what the coach is looking. The Mali bench is looking over, so you haven't put the points on the board yet. And Mongoro, replay of his dunk, getting ahead on the fast break.
It's been a very impressive performance in the first half of the 20-year-old, hasn't it? He has shown an array of skills offensively. Got to the ring, out in transition, hit the 3.
Well, explain to me why they haven't put the points on the board. Mali keeps looking over like, when are you going to put the points? 3 seconds remaining. table. Some type of issue. But anyway, they're going to play out the final few seconds here. And, oh, a turnover. That's a mistake from Mali. So it should be 42-27 right now. And with 2.6 seconds remaining.
There goes in the screen. Here in the arena.
Here it is, the final shot of the half. Retino, and it was on line, but short. So the promising start for Gabon has just disappeared. And it should be 42-27. They will eventually register those points on the scoreboard. Maybe it has something to do with that basket. That basket's been a problem. 42-27, Mali leading. 42-28, that's right, they did score 3. 42-28, Mali on top at halftime.
Look at the stats. Some percentages from Gabon. Better percentages, but still the struggles offensively are there. Mali not shooting very well. Done an excellent job. Inside combo, not the inside combo we expected. The inside combo. Bar and Jambo really did change this game. Gabon, the turnovers starting to rack up. 14 turnovers for them in the first half. Something they did a pretty good job of early in the game, looking after the ball, getting high quality shots. They had 9 turnovers in the first quarter. Towards the end of the first quarter and second, it was a real problem for them. Something again they're going to have to correct at the half-time interval. It's a shame the way they played for the first 10 to 12 minutes. Able to continue. But positive signs of life from a team which really did struggle on the opening day as well. We'll take a short break then. It's a 22-28 lead for Mali. Back in about 10 minutes time.
Toi, t'as 4. Vite. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Pour des matchs pour les plus petits. Small line-up. Oh, courez là derrière. Hein. Par contre, les small line-up, ça veut dire on verrouille tous. Hein. On verrouille tous. On verrouille tous le rebond. Hein. Et quand on a le rebond, t'arrêtes pas dans l'intervalle. T'arrêtes pas. Donne des solutions dans le backdoor, dans la profondeur. Hein. Sur attaque et en poste 4. C'est sur attaque et sur 4. Go!
42-38 is the correct halftime score here at the AfroBasket game between Mali and Gabon. Mali on top after trailing by as many as 8 points. They stormed back and really took control of this contest in the second quarter. An impressive display. And Coach Sylvain Lat has decided to stick with the same group of players that he had in the game at the time, with the exception, I think, of Cissé, who's in there. And you can see they've got an extra bounce in the step right now. Cissé drives in, has it blocked. That was a good block. Who was that?
I don't know, to be honest. There were two guys there.
I'll have to wait for the official score there. So Lionel Fab was credited with the block. And here's Fab getting inside and drawing the foul. So good play from him. He did not register a single second in the first quarter, or the first half, so he's come out and immediately made an impact.
Positive start from Gabon. That's what they need. They started the game so brightly, so positively. But then as the game wore on, it just got passive, it just got stagnant.
Might do these, missed a couple of free throws, Lionel Fab.
Bar comes straight back in.
He's going to come back in. Count, drives in the lane, puts it up, swings it out to the corner, and the three-pointer is good from Namori Bundi. Bundi only played a couple of minutes in the first half. Came on late. Catches it down low and puts it up and draws the foul on the turnaround jumper.
The go-to offense in the second half. They keep running into him.
It's a tough shot. The ball is right up on. Watch this. Certainly no contact on the shot. Must have called for a slight push beforehand, but Lionel Fab has missed 3 straight free throws.
Lead.
Retino rather pensive over there on the bench.
So the lead just to get out of control, isn't it? They're 20 now.
17 after that three-pointer from Bundi. And here's Lionel Fab again. This time drives in and again comes up short. So he's bringing the energy but not able to score. Good play from Isono Imp. And Isono Imp loses it out of bounds. I think that's the right call.
Yeah, me too. Another opportunity missed for Gabon. I've said that a lot today. He's going to still have a chance to run, turn it over though.
Oh. Kant ran right into Mayimba, who kind of appeared to kind of stick his right leg in the way.
Must be there now. I thought someone's going to stay down here. Kind of collided shins almost.
A clash of knees or shins. No.
So both just jumped straight back up.
So 2 fouls on Mayimba. They're just basically the way they were playing early on. Mali were playing in first gear compared to this. They're in overdrive. Ball goes out of bounds. The turnover gives it back to Gabon. Mayimba pops out to the right corner. Ndong hands it off to Mukaga, and he puts up an air ball. Now Kant quickly. Lane back outside the Jambo. That's a 2. He's off target. Ndong doesn't the pressure of Kant. Mayimba back outside. Swat as Ndong went up. And a foul has been called.
A lot of one-on-one play for Gabon. Not really sort of team chemistry, movement of the ball. One guy gets it, he tries to go one-on-one. If he can't, it pass to somebody else, and they'll go.
Good defensive play.
Bundy was the guy that, he was the 3rd leading scorer, one of 3 double-figure guys in AfroBasket 2013. He exploded on the scene first game where he had 21 points against Nigeria on the opening night. But he just didn't really seem to get in the game the other evening. He played 5 minutes, didn't score. He didn't play really in the first half here either.
Looks pretty good though.
Yeah.
Sono Inf intercepts it, and then there's that man. Mungoro, who's been high energy for pretty much the whole game. Watch this. Just comes from behind, chases. It's been a nightmare to play against him. He's all over the place. Conte comes out of the game, and Salmero back in. So we'll see if Mali can continue to play at the same pace with Salmero. And it goes to Fab, and Fab just doesn't have quite the finishing touch. He's in good positions. Jambo and Fab have his hands on him.
He's doing a bit of everything, Fab. Unfortunately, it's not quite positive for Gabon. He's got good looks, like you said. He's got to the line, got fouled, missed free throws. He's got a couple of good looks on the inside. He hasn't been able to finish now, trying to pressure. It's the silly foul.
Ngoro, the step back, it's good! I'm hugely impressed by him today.
That's a big-time move right there. The step-back defense was right in his face. Smaller defender, though. He was able to shoot over the top of them.
Pass. And Sono Inf kind of takes a tumble in the lane, and a foul is called on Jambo. Look at Mungoro with that release and the step back. Wow. I think it was over Moyinga. Was he shooting over Moyinga there? Anyway. So high energy Fab comes out the game. And Retino comes back in, and Mapaga isn't able to inbound the ball. You know it's going bad when that happens and you're trailing by 20 points. You can't inbound the ball.
You just got to be smart. You've got no chance of getting the ball. Right there. The defense, I understand you're trying to hustle Ndong, but a foul in that situation, all it does is just break the pressure off completely. And the team gets deeper into foul trouble. Mali will get to go to the line earlier.
Saunero drifts in. His shot is target. Mapaga with the rebound. And right now, having Lasman on the court is the last thing they're thinking about. They're just trying to get something working. And Ndong puts up a high arcing shot from the line that falls. Chicago playing defense on Salamero. The volley back in, number 8. It's passed to Boz good, but then Boz is intercepted. And quickly as Mapaga goes up. He's denied. So the quick hands, even after on a fast break, Mali were able to get back.
That's what Gabon have got to do. They play very good defense on that situation. All except, perhaps the last switch where they're a little bit late, but on the ball very good. They pressured. They got deep in the shot clock. And even the offense wasn't a bad one, especially the tough jumper from Ndong on the previous possession.
That's just another unnecessary turnover.
They're just having a disaster on that bounce. Absolute disaster. They turned it over against the zone early. It's at least 3 turnovers just off the top of my head on inbounds plays alone. Usually you wanted to score off those, not turn it over. Points.
Shown us here that they're pretty dangerous.
Yeah. They're not really a team you want to face in the crossover because we said that the depth sometimes is a problem for the teams that are, perhaps the 3rd and 4th seeds in a group. But I don't think that's the case with them, as we've seen, because Tangara and Ballo and Sidibe, who are the front line for them, really haven't been seen at all outside of the opening couple of minutes. He pulled in Jambo and Bar like we talked about. He haven't missed the beat at all.
They'll be tough for Egypt.
Sidibe's back, just come back into the game now.
Saunero loses it as he goes up, and now the idea was to try to beat Mali down to 4, but that leads to the interception. Mapaga.
For Mali, even if they don't beat Egypt and they turn out as the 3rd seed in Group C, the crossover with Group D means they're going to be playing, potentially the loser of Algeria, Cape Verde. That's a winnable game for them, I would say, assuming Zimbabwe and Cote d'Ivoire are the 3rd and 4th seeds in Group D. Mali will be looking at that as a game that they can win, and a chance to get into the quarterfinals.
And off to the races for Gabon, Mapaga. So the interception gets it back to a 15-point deficit.
You're writing off Gabon too early.
Well, I think it's when you take off certain players from Mali, like Mungoro, he was just doing everything. Here's Sidibe, he's able to go up and get the interior hoop. One of the timeout. Excuse me, one of the turnover. So if you take Mongrodo off and Conte off, it really does change the complexion of the team. And both of those players are off right now for Mali, so Sono impact, his pass intercepted. Sidibe. Paulo is a key man. I'm not sure we're going to see him again for the rest of the day.
Knows where the hoop is. As I said, great numbers from 2013. Scoring point of production from that spot. Really, he's backing up Munguro right now.
Mayenda for three. It's online, but well short. Salmeda fouled from behind. Picks up the foul. So 53-33, Mali on top here in the second half. And another look at the swat from Mali.
Quand tu connais, tu vois, ils sont plus grands. Ils sont montés, on ressort. Lui, il était en train de vaquer, ressort vraiment. Tu crois qu'on le tire, là,
Well, field goal shooting percentage quarter by quarter. See that Mali had a really tough first quarter, but since then they've been on fire. As for Gabon, well, they got off to that great start. Struggled a little bit since. 53-33 is a big lead for Mali. I think, well, we've got the unsportsmanlike foul that has been called. That was a tough foul from Mukaga. Not Mukaga. So that takes it to the biggest lead, 22 points. 30% shooting percentage. Gabon 22. That's pretty bad. 78% from Mali. So even if you're hitting your free throws for Gabon, it's a much more manageable deficit.
From Gabon. I think that's a 2-point lead. About 4 minutes gone in the second quarter, so it's over a quarter of this worth of action across the end of the second and start of this and the third now. This game is just out of control for them. Failure to put the ball in the basket.
Unable to hold on to it. Down on the baseline, Spibe. Goes out of bounds. Jambo is saying that went off of Gabon. Goes over to Gabon. 146 remaining in the third quarter. Well, we thought we saw the recovery for Gabon that was underway. We thought Mayemba was the man, really, that was making a huge difference. But what we've discovered in all of this is that Mali have a lot of depth. They have depth, and Sylvain Laute has a lot of options. And really, I'm not, I'm thinking possibly, Lloyd, that Kant might be, their starting point guard. Mongoro could be their most important player, the way he gets after it all over the floor. both of those guys are on the bench right now. I mean, they have good players at every position.
Yep.
If anything, they might have some inexperience underneath the basket, and that could hurt them.
I think they've got a lot of inexperience throughout the team, really. Tangata is the one who's kind of got that experience at a high level. Outside of it, I said, they've got a couple of guys playing college basketball, a couple of younger prospects. Paolo still in junior basketball, essentially.
Well, right when I'm talking about Saunera, he goes in and makes a good, strong play.
I mean, he had a great game in the first one, 11 points from him. 2 rebounds. He played a lot of minutes, 34 against Cameroon.
I think where Gabon got hurt today was after the terrific start, and they started subbing in players, and the guys that came in just could not sustain. Whereas the substitutes who came in for Mali were the ones who really just socked it to them.
I would say also offensively, you know, Gabon they've just run out of ideas. They started off and it was almost like they did everything they could offensively in the first 4 minutes, and then that was it. They've done it. Mali adjusted. They started to get used to the sets, and then that was it. There's nothing more. There's no plan B. There's no enough in the locker for Gabon.
During the block, Bundu held on to it, and then the shot clock expired. Saunera gets it out to the corner. And Koulibaly hands it off to Jambo for another jam.
Jam. Aggressive stuff. Only 7 points from him, but he was a guy we just didn't see anything from in the first game. Overshadowed by the other front court players, but he has come to play today. 2 high-profile dunks. And it's all smiles, isn't it? You know, walking off the bench, look at those smiles from Mali, rightly so.
Look at this. He just jams it home. A Hollywood name, isn't it? Jambo. So, with that latest Jambo, it's 60-33 in favor of this, as we said, very impressive Mali team today.
More than 13 points in 2 quarters now. They've scored 20 at the end of the first quarter. The foul trouble for us as well. It's not looking good.
Si personne t'emmerde, tu vas en bas et tu demandes la balle et on te la donne. On lui donne en bas. OK?
The trouble, I think, for Gabon is, you can't draw offenses. You can't draw multiple offenses up now. You know, you can't give the team loads to go to now in this situation.
Si ça n'a pas abouti là, tu enchaînes un deuxième.
Fantastic shooting. You can't give your team a whole new offense now. You can make little adjustments. You can perhaps run one quick hitter that they can pick up off the board. But if you haven't got your philosophy down, if you haven't got multiple sets and if that's what you're going to run, then you know it's not something you can really adjust very easily in a game. And that's the big problem for Gabon. You know, it almost seems like they've got a limited number of sets, and without them, the philosophy isn't clear offensively of where they're trying to go, how they're going to get it there, how they're going to move, and how they're going to space the floor. And when that happens, all you get, a lot of dribbles, a lot of one-on-one.
Referee inbounded the ball before we were ready to go. So we'll start it over.
Well, he's feeling sorry for Gabon. He wants to get it over with.
Well, welcome back to Tunis. If you took a short break, it's the final quarter of Mali's demolition of Gabon. Gabon started well, but they're down by 27 points. And it really doesn't look possible for any type of comeback, especially with Jambo.
You should honor it. Anytime there's a dunk today, it's a Jambo.
Absolutely.
Just out of honor of the performance he's given us in this game.
A lot of these guys have played well. He's going for the block there. And he gets the still think the player of the game for me was Mongoro. When he was in there, he just refused to give any hope at all to Gabon. And counts as well. And the ball goes out of bounds, goes back over to Mali. And look at the long faces over there on the bench. You know, it's been, I mean, we talked about this is their first appearance in a very long time at the AfroBasket. And really, you know, Salmura goes down and gets pinned by Asma. What they'll learn is, all of these players is, you know what, we better be ready to play from the first minute we get to the preparations. Linda went up to the dunk and got blocked, or drew the foul. Sidibe shakes his head. No, that wasn't a foul. That was a block. But unfortunately, the referee saw it the other way. Sidibe fouled out in the first game against Cameroon. Watch this. Sidibe is impressive. Thing about Mali as well is the athleticism that they have. They have a lot of athletes, a lot of good athletes. You know, probably Gabon have a couple of, from what I can tell, a couple of, maybe 3 real athletes, if you include Isono Infant there, with Manimba and also
multiple players, like you said, Jambo, Bar, Sidibe, all of them.
Steal. Foul from Jambo. Wow, we're going to have a timeout by Mali, up by 30 points with 8:45 remaining. So I guess it's time to run some new sets. Tangara is going to take the rest of the day off, as well as Ballo. I don't even see Ballo on the bench. Oh yeah, he is back.
Did you miss it?
Yeah, exactly. How good am I? I would say he's been kind of put on notice today. You know, of all the players, really, when we expected big things from him today, he wasn't ready to play, was he?
No, he wasn't. He was so spectacular in the first game. Just every time he caught the ball, it was almost a turnover early on. Yeah, his passing was really bad. Reversing the ball, they couldn't run anything with him. He's played 3 minutes, 3 turnovers, 1. I think it's an opportunity for Coach Ibrahim as well to kind of teach him a lesson. You know, to show him you've got to be ready to play. Or, you know, with our team, we have the depth that you're not going to get on the floor.
We don't need you.
Yeah. So
it'd be nice to have you, but we don't need you.
Absolutely. You've got to be ready. Yeah. This is what young players have to learn. As you mentioned earlier, you know, the ability, the consistency, the ability to get that consistency is something that comes with age and experience, and he's got to still learn that.
Makes that free throw as well, so 64-36. Full court pressure there. Working easily by Bundi and Mali. In the corner, Koulibaly for 3, and he hits it. Just wide open. 67-36 now in favor of Mali. Well, you like what Sylvain Lac does as a coach for Mali?
Yeah, I think he's done a very good job. The team's organised, aren't they? They've changed defences, they've switched between the zone and the man. It is a young team. It's a difficult thing to coach in a tournament like this. A lot of players trying to get that experience. Almost everyone we've mentioned is playing well. Is right around the 20 years of age or so. team that finished 15th last year.
Yeah.
1 win. So, those are the movements they've made.
Kobangoye with the long one. 4 points now. So give me your player of the game right now, considering there's not going to be a comeback.
I think Mongoro, like you said, he's been very impressive. And for us, again, it's the timing of his impressive run as well. You know, he was there when they took the lead in that second quarter. When they played well in the third, it was pretty much him. So you've got to give credit to Jambo. 9 points, 8 rebounds for him, considering he didn't get a lot of time in the last game. And he's ready to take his chance, hasn't he?
Inside, and the jump shot is good for Gabon's Samuel Lindong.
What a game this was in the first half. The first 15 minutes, I really thought this was going to be the first real nail-biter we've had in this tournament. But yet again, the favourites have kind of just stretched that lead.
It's interesting the route that Boubacar Mongoro took. You know, instead of going to college in America, decided to go ahead and play professionally. And I know it's different for every player, so there's not a right way or a wrong way, but effectively over here getting his training, isn't he? His college basketball in European ranks. And he appears to have developed rather nicely.
I mean, he went to high school in the US, first of all to IMG Academy in Florida, and then decided, like you say, college wasn't for him. It isn't right for every young player, that's for sure. I mean, we see a lot of them out there at the moment that have gone that route.
Well, there are limits on practice time, aren't there?
Yeah, I mean, different routes for different people, isn't it? You know, it's not the same thing for everybody that works. Some people want that chance for the university degree as well. You know, they love the college lifestyle. Other people want to get into a professional environment where they may be receiving money, they might be getting paid for a variety of reasons. Or they may just not be interested in studying anymore. He's gone one way, whether it's the right or the wrong, I'm not sure, but he's developing, like you say, into a fine prospect.
Last one. Back. Jambo just came over and blocked it. That's kind of a weak block, really. Will he get a block for that? That ball had no chance of going in. Watch this.
Probably could have caught it, really, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
If he hadn't have blocked it, it might have just landed into his hands. But
let's see if they give him a block.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No, they do. He just wants his block shot tally to go up. Osman comes out, takes a seat, puts his hand in his, puts his head in his hands. Oh, he's disappointed. He's got the 4 fouls. Maybe we'll see for the rest of the way. Look at this! Sidibe for the two-handed dunk. Well, he got ahead and he took advantage. Another three-pointer for Kobangoye, Ikinda. A little bit of life in the game here in the latter stages. And the backup point guard, Maiga, playing for Mali. Part of Namori Bundi's game. He's played well in his role today.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he's almost paying the price that Ngoro's been so good, really. He's taken all his minutes away from him. He's not a bad player, just Ngoro's been playing very well.
It's going to be interesting to see which players are in that starting lineup next game for Mali.
Yeah.
Not that that's always the indicator of who's the best player or that that's the most important role, but you know, you'd think, certainly the way the game started today, their next game is going to be against, let's see, they're in Group C, so they will play Egypt next.
Yeah.
That's going to be a real interesting game.
We keep, being very positive about this front line of Mali. Well, they'll be tested against that Egyptian front line.
Very often. That was all Jambo. Jambo trying to make a place for player of the game. He's making a late push.
Yeah, absolutely. He's getting close to a double-double. Yeah. In fact, he has it. 10 points, 10 rebounds.
Couple of swats. The only thing that lets him down is he has no assists. I guess that's not really his role, is it?
Have assisted. You're just going to catch and finish.
Well, Kobangoye has fouled out of the game just when he was getting hot for Gabon. So even that doesn't work well for Gabon.
He's been corrected now. He's only got 9 rebounds, so still needs one more for the double-double. Foul out here, I think, Jambo. So he won't get his double-double.
That's unfortunate. Watch this. Yeah, he did just get him a little, did they call it that little contact right there?
Yeah, just a little hip check, I think.
Yeah, but you know what? That was a great effort from Jambo. He even got a high five from the coach in the middle of the game. He didn't even have to come off. Remember a couple minutes ago. Sidibe's played well since he's come back in. Let's see what. Guess what? Father's back in the game. He still is wearing a long face.
Yeah, he doesn't have great body language, does he? And I think these 3 minutes will tell you whether he's going to start the next game or not. He's just come out, but the disappointment of not playing behind him.
Well, he wasn't happy when he sat down for the second quarter in the first game. He had already had 2 fouls. And really, it is a case of, we'd like to have you, but if you can't make it, don't worry about it. We got plenty.
It's dog eat dog, isn't it? If you're not going to perform, somebody else wants your spot. You've got to be there and ready.
You see, Balo didn't get that ball, and very well could have. Here he is. He will save it to Koulibaly. And he has it taken away by and that's the most sportsmanlike foul. That was a body check by Maiga.
Nice man, wasn't it? That's what undone him. Nobody between him and the ring.
So Isono Inf is at the free throw line. Jambo has fouled out. I'm going to speak to Mr. Jambo after this game.
Yeah.
He's an intriguing prospect. What do you reckon his long-term? He's 23, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got one more year of college eligibility. He's going to be playing at Hofstra. And we mentioned transferred from Clemson, where he got to play, but just didn't really get an important role with the team. Played 9 minutes a game, only averaged 2 points and a rebound and a half. Hoping to drop to Hofstra. Yeah, he got the opportunity to play Jambo, but the drop to Hofstra, slightly lower level than Clemson University, means that he should be, a big part of an offense for a Hofstra team.
First appearance with Senegal. Didn't show up in any of the youth events that I can see in the FIBA archive. I'm sorry, from Mali, in the FIBA archive. Probably because he's been playing college basketball.
Yeah.
Second one is good. Up ahead. Who's the best Mali player that you know of in history? It's not a country that has produced the likes of Hakeem Olajuwon like Nigeria. It's just one. I think he got one. 3 seconds on the shot clock, 3:03 remaining. Long one from Maiga is going to put it up just in time, but it's going to be off the top of the backboard. And by Bob, almost turns it over, but Maiga gets it back. Long three-pointer. So Maiga does knock one down. Awesome. Outside. And misses from Here it is the Balo. Let's see what he can do. And the bomb just knocks it out of his hands. Here it goes, and it is showtime from Isono M. Gabon. That's what happens when Jambo leaves the floor. Koulibaly. Must have been one-way traffic. And there is Balo getting fouled as he goes up. Well, when you're getting beat by 27 points, you don't want to give up another dunk, do you?
No, and you can see that on that one.
Watch this. That was the previous play where Balo had it stripped. On an oomph breakaway dunk. Very intriguing game for about, what would you say, Lloyd, 15 minutes?
Yeah, absolutely.
And really, by halftime, this thing was done and dusted by Mali. They just completely took their opponents out of the game.
I'm looking at the score tracker here. You know, Mali didn't take their first lead in the game until 14 minutes in. And literally, they took their first lead. Gabon responded with a basket of their own. Mali scored once more. The floodgates have opened, and ever since then, the lead's just been getting larger and larger. So it was right around that 15-minute mark where Mali took their second lead. Since that point, it has been nothing but them really such a disappointment for Gabon, who, you know, we said they were so poor in the first game. Showed life in the first 15 minutes. Everything was different for them. As we look at one of the star performers in Boubacar Mangoro, but for Gabon again, you know, it's going to be disappointment, and they've still got another tough game to come against Cameroon. What we get out of the timeout then?
So here it is. Sono Imp back in. That's the ball in the final 1 minute 20 seconds, and Koulibaly almost comes up with a steal. There's the bomb. Passes back outside, and Manimba picks up an air ball. Last month. Clearly, Manimba not finished product either. The bomb with the follow-up. Manimba's perimeter game looks like it could do some work. That would be no surprise. Now, the bomb gets it in the open floor and lays it up and in. He thought about ducking it, but I'm not sure if he's going to get it up over there. So he gets it back to 75-52. And really, that's not a fair reflection of the game, is it? Bundy. Another chance. For Gabon. Son of Imp passes up and gets inside. Goes right at Ballo and draws the foul.
Good move by Sono M for maybe the timeout did work. A little run for Gabon since coming out of it, and a respectable fourth quarter, really. You look at the scoring output. 20 points they scored in the first quarter, 19 they've scored in this fourth. If they'd continued that sort of scoring in every quarter, they'd be right in the game, you know, right around 80.
Yeah, but I mean, the main problems are that
Yep.
Jambo, Boubacar Mangoro are off the floor and counts as well.
And the other two quarters only scored 13 points combined, Gabon, in quarters 2 and 3. So,
And that was when the good players won.
yeah, absolutely. Look for positives, Jeff.
It's not that these are bad players, but the players that really took control of the game. Alte's going to try to run a play here at the end. If they give it to Maiga or Paulo. No, Alte wants him to play. Koulibaly decides to take the three and hits it. Oh, didn't know what to do. So in the end, he just looks over at the coach and says, "Is that okay, coach?" Wow. Well, that pretty much says it all. 78-54, impressive comeback after being, in the wrong end in the first quarter, in the receiving end. We'll play, and they dominated against Gabon.
27 points off the bench for Mali. Fantastic production from them. We always question the depth of teams in this AfroBasket, but Mali have showed they're as deep as anybody. Good production, a couple of younger prospects for them. So they get their first win and match their total from 2013. One here, one win. We'll be looking for more, I'm sure.
Analyze this half there's just pure quality and effort coming from Mali today. They win it convincingly against Gabon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good afternoon from Northern Africa. We're in Tunisia, and it's day 3 of AfroBasket 2015. And starting things off today will be a game between Gabon and Mali here in Group C. Well, it's been an interesting start to this AfroBasket. Both of these teams coming into today's game on the back of defeats. Mali, the more impressive of the two teams on opening day. And the good news for all of the 16 teams here at the AfroBasket is that they will advance from the opening phase of the competition. When they play in the group phase, it's all about finishing as high as possible to have a favorable seed for the knockout round. This is the action today. It'll be Gabon and Mali, followed by Uganda, Nigeria, and then Egypt, Cameroon, and Tunisia finishing things off later tonight. They'll go up against the Central